AYG Academy. A very warm welcome once again to all of you. My name is Ekta Pathak, and I'm your host for today. And it is my privilege, and I'm super excited to have you all here for the significant milestone that AYG Academy has achieved today, completing 3 big years. Big years because 3 is such a divine number, represents yoga, Ayurveda, yoga, and Garbhasanskar, which AYG stands for. It represents many, many more things. And it's such an honor to remember these 3 years, because these years have been filled with knowledge, filled with celebrations and milestones and smiles. It's an emotion for all of us. So it's a huge privilege to be your host today, and looking at all the bright minds who are here as a faculty or as alumni. It's so nice to see you all. So a very warm welcome again. Let us start with the prayers. Please sit straight, everyone. Let us just condition ourselves to enjoy this moment. Sit straight. If you can please keep the cameras on, that'll be great. Let us all ground ourselves, center ourselves, and keep a gentle smile with an excitement, yet comfort. Let us take a couple of deep breaths, invoking the inherent divinity within all of us. We'll start with the prayers. So take a deep breath in. We'll chant Om 3 times, and we will also be chanting the Shanti mantra to begin this beautiful, auspicious occasion. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us all rub our palms, take it on our eyes, and very slowly open the eyes. Welcome again. Thank you for joining us today. Well, whenever something like this beautiful happens, like completion of a big milestone, we tend to live back those years and we tend to remember what all happened. So just before we start, let us recall in our minds how beautiful our time with AYG has been, how amazing learnings and the beautiful get-togethers, maybe the friendships that we still cherish, maybe the guru and the shishya bond that we developed with Dr. Nutan, or anything that you can recall. It's just so beautiful, and sometimes the mind is blown with how we connect so well within a span of like 1 month or 2 months of the course. So on that note, we would like to invite Dr. Nutan on the stage for her opening note, and very privileged to have her today. And she's been teaching us since like so long, and we are so privileged. So let us join together in welcoming on stage the guiding light behind AYG, the visionary founder, and her passion for yoga, Ayurved, and Garbhasanskar had shaped the very essence of this academy. And we are so privileged to have her grace with us, with her presence. Let us give a warm welcome and a round of applause before we welcome her. Thank you, ma'am, for being here today for us.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. This is overwhelming time for me. And this day was, when I have thought of creating this AYG Academy and all the plan behind it. It is, I never thought I will get such a huge response. I have so many students, they will be joining soon, but I'm very happy to see all my past, current, present, all the students here. Thank you so much. This is not possible. This success is not possible without you. You are integral part of my academy, and it's not only my academy. I feel like it's your academy. It's our family, small family, which I try to, share my whatever the small knowledge I have it within this 20 days or 1 month, and I found that create a lot of uh, integral close bond with all of you, even if we are not meeting face to face. Most of the time most students are meeting through virtual medium, but still some of you have visited me at my place, and I wish most of you, whenever possible, if you are visiting to Mumbai, please come to the AYG Academy. Now I'm happy after 3 years I'm able to find the place and have this physical presence of academy, and it's growing day by day. um, I thanks Ekta for joining us from her place, and so gracious to welcome this and the whole occasion. It really means a lot for me. um, and I am really lack of some words, because it's really overwhelming time for me, even if I am joining from other place, not from the academy place, but I still feel like you all are just near to me, and I'm seeing you, I'm meeting you all of. Thank you for your presence, and I think we can begin our session. We have here guest speaker and so many other student, and Ekta will also have her session. And I'm glad so many of you might have seen only pre-recorded session of Ekta regarding mantra. Some of you are lucky, she was there directly teaching you, like Gyan and all that. But Chanchal, Dr. Shruti, who have done recent some course, so for them it is difficult for Ekta and me to manage the time and cover this. So we have her pre-recorded, so means everybody knows her. So Ekta, over to you. Let's start with our guest, Akash ji. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Um, आकाश सिंगल मिस्टर आकाश सिंगल is with us, and नाम तो आपने सुना ही होगा. He's one of a gem of a person, and he's the true embodiment of the transformative journey that yoga offers to us. He started his path in 2017 when he was pursuing his MCom after completing his BCom. His introduction to the journey of yoga was serendipitous because a response to a newspaper ad that led him to Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Rajasthan Ayurved University. Though he initially aimed for another course, but we got lucky. He did not get seat there, and the destiny guided him towards the yoga and naturopathy course. His dedication and perseverance transformed this default choice into a conscious, a soul enriching, and a testament to his profound connection with the practice. Notably, Akar's influence extends beyond his mat, gathering a substantial social media following. You can't even guess how many followers he has. So many. His story serves as an inspiration to countless individuals, and he's not only great with what he does, but he's equally humble. So welcome with me, Mr. Akar Singhal, and join us for a practical session with him. We are so grateful to you, sir, for having accepted to give your gracious serving today through yoga. Please join me in welcoming him. Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू सो मच एकता जी नूतन मैम. सबसे पहले तो आप सभी को बहुत बधाइयाँ कि हमने 3 वर्ष कंप्लीट कर लिए हैं. 3 साल के अंदर हमने इतना सब कुछ किया है. मैम ने जैसे मेरे साथ में शेयर किया, हम लास्ट में सूरत के अंदर हम साथ में मिले थे, तो मैम ने मेरे साथ बहुत कुछ शेयर किया कि इतने समय में इतना सारा काम आपने किया है कि जो बधाई के आप बहुत पात्र है, तो आपको बहुत शुभकामनाएं हैं, आपको बहुत बधाइयां हैं कि हमने ये सब कुछ इतने कम समय के अंदर किया। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि इन्होंने उस चीज के ऊपर काम किया है जनरली जिसको हम अवॉइड करते हैं। हम ये सोचते हैं कि पैदा होने के बाद तो हम बहुत सारी चीजें उनको करते हैं, फीड करते हैं बच्चों को, ये कर, लेकिन उससे पहले का जो कार्य है उसके ऊपर इन्होंने बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान दिया। गर्भ संस्कार बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। उस इसको आप इस तरीके से समझिए कि एक पेड़ के ऊपर हम बहुत सारा काम करते हैं, उसको पानी देते हैं, खाद देते हैं, लेकिन पेड़ का मूल क्या है? मूल है उसका बीज। और ये गर्भ संस्कार वही कार्य करता है, ये उस बीज के ऊपर कार्य। तो मैं ज्यादा समय नहीं लेते हुए अपने सेशन को ही शुरू करते हैं हम। तो सबसे पहले हम आराम से एकदम सीधा बैठ जाएंगे, और सीधा बैठने के बाद अपने स्पाइन को एकदम स्ट्रेट करें। स्पाइन को स्ट्रेट करने के बाद सबसे फर्स्ट और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो चीज है जो हम जनरली अवॉइड करते हैं कि बॉडी वेट जो है उस पर हम बिल्कुल ध्यान नहीं देते। तो सबसे पहले अपनी आईज क्लोज करें एंड फोकस करें अपने हिप जॉइंट पर, अपने दोनों बटक्स पर, एंड फील करें कि आपका बॉडी वेट कौन से बटक पर ज्यादा है। क्या वो राइट बटक पर ज्यादा है, या फिर लेफ्ट बटक पर ज्यादा है, या फिर वो इक्वल है। धीरे से, आराम से आईज को खोलकर वापस आ जाए। सबसे पहला हम इसी चीज को समझेंगे कि बॉडी वेट का दोनों बटक्स पर होना बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। जनरली हम अपना बॉडी वेट जो है वो एक बटक पर कैरी करते हैं, जिससे हमारे फीमेल्स के अंदर यूट्रस के ऊपर बहुत नेगेटिव प्रभाव पड़ता है। मेल्स के अंदर जो उनके टेस्टिकल्स हैं उनके ऊपर बहुत एक बुरा प्रभाव पड़ता है। रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स पे एक बहुत बुरा प्रभाव पड़ता है। तो हमें सबसे पहले ये पता होना चाहिए कि हम अपने बॉडी वेट को दोनों बटक्स पर इक्वल कैसे करें। तो इसे एडजस्ट करने का एक बहुत सिंपल तरीका है कि हम अपने राइट बटक को उठाएं, राइट बटक को पकड़कर बाहर की ओर पुल करें, और फिर धीरे से राइट बटक को नीचे रखें, और फिर सेम यही हम लेफ्ट बटक के साथ में करें, बाहर खींचें और धीरे से नीचे रखें। तो अब आप फील करेंगे कि आपका बॉडी वेट इक्वल हो गया है दोनों बटक्स पर। तो सबसे पहले हम इसी को एडजस्ट करेंगे। इसके बाद फिर से अपने स्पाइन को सीधा करेंगे, चेस्ट एक्सपेंड करेंगे और आईज क्लोज करेंगे, और देन अगेन ऑब्जर्व योर बॉडी वेट। Now you feel your body weight is equal on your both buttocks. इसके बाद हम अपनी सबसे पहली प्रैक्टिस को परफॉर्म करेंगे। जनरली हम सभी का ये मानना होता है कि रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम का ठीक से काम नहीं करना, या फिर जेनेटाइल ऑर्गन का ठीक से काम नहीं करना का विशेष कारण या तो फूड होगा या कुछ और होगा, लेकिन इसका एक कारण स्ट्रेस भी है। और इस स्ट्रेस को रिलीज करने के लिए वन ऑफ द बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस है ओम चैंटिंग का प्रैक्टिस। हम सबसे पहले एक डीप ब्रीथ इनहेल करेंगे और अराउंड 5 टाइम्स हम ओम के उच्चारण को करें। तो एक गहरा श्वास भरें और इनहेल के बाद बगैर किसी के वेट के ओमकार को, ओम को शुरू कर दें। गहरा श्वास भरें, स्टार्ट करें। Oh. Complete your round and then gently open your eyes and just come back. Now, after coming back, first open your both legs in front of you. Place your both arms backside of your body. We are going to sitting in Dandasana. So for Dandasana, place your palm backside, expand your chest maximum, engage your core muscles, legs are open, up to your waist, look forward, and then we will do the first practice, and that is move your toes like this. अंदर बाहर की तरफ धीरे धीरे टोज को मूव कर देते, अलाउ करें अपनी थाइस को, अपने हिप जॉइंट को पूरा अच्छे से अंदर बाहर की तरफ मूव करते हुए स्टार्ट कर देना है. 10, 9, 8, 7, that should be expanded all of the time. 6, 5, with deep breathing. 4, 3, and 2. Just 1. Relax your both legs and Vishram. Now, after this relaxation, the next thing is strike your leg down one by one. एक एक कर पैरों को पटकना है. अगर आप सिंगल लेग से कंफर्टेबल ना हो, you can use both legs together also. तो दोनों पैर से कर सकते हैं, एक एक पैर से कर सकते हैं. Just start. 10, 9, 8, 7. ये बहुत बढ़िया प्रैक्टिस है लेग्स मसल्स को एक्टिवेट करने के लिए. 6, और जैसा हम जानते हैं हमारे बॉडी का सबसे बिगेस्ट जो मसल्स हैं 5, वो हमारे लेग्स में ही रहते हैं. 4, जिससे एटीपी अच्छे से बढ़ता है और फिर मेल्स के अंदर टेस्टोस्टेरोन जैसे हार्मोन्स को बूस्ट करने के लिए. 4, 3, फीमेल्स में प्रोजेस्टेरोन एस्ट्रोजन को बूस्ट करने के लिए बढ़िया है. 2, लास्ट and 1. Relax your both legs down and just Vishram. Now after this Vishram, fold your both legs one by one and come up into Vadrasana. मैं ऐसा विश्वास कर रहा हूं कि आप में से कोई नी पेन ऐसे साधक नहीं होंगे जिनको नी पेन वगैरह होगा. अगर ऐसा है तो आराम से देख सकते हैं, या फिर मैं गाइड करूंगा नेक्स्ट प्रैक्टिस के ऊपर, आप सीधा स्किप कीजिएगा, इसको आप छोड़ दीजिए. सो नेक्स्ट प्रैक्टिस है प्लेस योर पाम्स on the floor like this, come up on your palm and knees. अपने हथेली और घुटनों पर एकदम आराम से इस प्रकार से आ जाए. ध्यान रखना है कि हमारा शोल्डर जो है वो एकदम एग्जैक्टली रिस्ट के ऊपर रहे और हमारा जो हिप जॉइंट है वो एग्जैक्टली नी के ऊपर रहे. तो मैं थोड़ा पीछे ले लेता हूं ताकि आप अच्छे से आराम से देख पाए. इसे रखने के बाद द नेक्स्ट प्रैक्टिस हम करने वाले हैं कैट एंड काउ पोज. अब कैट एंड काउ पोज के अंदर हमें क्या करना है, तो ऑन द काउंट ऑफ 1 रोल योर बटक्स अप साइड, टेक योर लोअर बैक डाउन, इनहेल, चेस्ट को एक्सपेंड करते हुए लुक फॉरवर्ड, सामने की ओर. तो लोअर बैक को नीचे ले जाना, बटक्स रोल करना ऊपर एंड लुक फॉरवर्ड. 2, slowly exhale and take your buttocks down and try to look at your navel. ऐसा नहीं कि हम गर्दन पर जोर लगाएं, बस एकदम आराम से हल्का से एक स्ट्रेच चाहिए. 3, inhale, again up, slowly inhalation. 4, 5. बहुत बढ़िया प्रैक्टिस है हमारे पेल्विक रीजन से स्ट्रेस को कम करने के लिए, स्पाइन को फ्लेक्सिबल बनाने के लिए. 6, and just relax. Now after relaxation हम इस सेम प्रैक्टिस को एक डिफरेंट मेथड से प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. तो इस बार क्या करना है, when you come up, जब आप बटस को ऊपर रोल कर सामने की तरफ देखें तो ओपन योर एनस मैक्सिमम. हम अपने एनस को मैक्सिमम मलद्वार को ज्यादा से ज्यादा खोलने की कोशिश करें. एंड व्हेन वी टेक आवर हेड डाउन we try to squeeze our anus maximum. तो हम अपने एनस को मलद्वार को स्क्वीज करने की कोशिश करें. When we look down, tight your anus, and when we go up, open your anus maximum. So let's practice this one. 1, धीरे धीरे inhale and open your anus maximum. ज्यादा से ज्यादा अपने मलद्वार को खोलने की कोशिश करें, फैलाने की कोशिश. 2, exhale down and squeeze your glutes maximum, squeeze your anus maximum. मलद्वार को कसें. 3, again this practice called Ashwani Mudra, and this is extremely good for improving circulation in our pelvic region. Tight and squeeze again. 5, 6, 7, open again, maximum open. 8, squeeze your glutes muscles, maximum, and maximum. Last one, 9, and 10. Just come back and relax. Now after this relaxation, we will do the next practice, and next practice में हमें क्या करना है? We will move our spine in S shape. जैसा snake अपने बॉडी को S की शेप में चलाता है, स्पाइन को S में चलाता है, तो ठीक वैसा ही हमें अपनी बॉडी को S की शेप में चलाना है, स्पाइन को S में चलाना है. तो उसके मतलब हम अपने बटक्स को जब राइट ले जाए तो अपने हेड को लेफ्ट ले जाए, और हेड को राइट ले जाए तो बटक्स को राइट ले जाए. तो इस तरीके से हम मूव करेंगे अपने स्पाइन को राइट एंड लेफ्ट. It will release all the tension of the spine. स्पाइन के सारे टेंशन को, स्ट्रेस को रिलीज करता है. साथ ही साथ बहुत बढ़िया है हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस जैसे प्रॉब्लम्स में. साथ ही साथ आपके एब्डोमिनल कैविटी को अच्छे से खोलता है, ताकि हमारे एब्डोमिनल ऑर्गन और लोअर बॉडी पार्ट ऑर्गन्स पर स्ट्रेस कम से कम हो सके. जस्ट करते जाइएगा. 10, विथ नॉर्मल ब्रीथ, move your body right and try to create a big S with your spine. 9, move करते जाए, हेड को भी साथ साथ में मूव करें. हेड राइट तो बटक्स लेफ्ट, एंड बटक्स लेफ्ट तो हेड राइट. 8, 7, breathe all of the time. 6, 5, 4, just about to complete. 3, and 2, 1. Just complete and then relax. After completion and relaxation, the next thing is we will try to stretch our calf, our thighs muscles and our pelvic muscles. So for this practice, what you have to do, करना क्या है? हम 1 के काउंट पर राइट लेग को पूरा कंप्लीट ऊपर उठाएंगे और सामने देखेंगे. आप इसे 2 तरीके से कर सकते हैं. आप सिंपली अपने हैंड को, लेग को ऐसा उठा सकते हैं, और यू कैन कीप योर राइट लेग अप एंड लेफ्ट हैंड. सो आप ऐसा काउंटर भी कर सकते हैं, और यू कैन जस्ट सिंपली टेक योर लेग अप. सो दोनों में से जो भी आपको कंफर्टेबल है. आराम से करना है. रिस्ट पर प्रेशर आ रहा है तो थोड़ा सा रेस्ट कर सकते हैं, और एक बार फिर से आ जाएगी. तो आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं एक साथ. समय कम है तो थोड़ा सा हम तेज चलेंगे, ताकि हम ज्यादा प्रैक्टिसेस को इंक्लूड कर पाए. तो आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं. 1, take your right leg up maximum, and if it is possible, lift your left hand also. Down, come down. 2, same thing. 3, अगर हैंड नहीं उठा पाए, बैलेंस नहीं बना पाए, तो सिर्फ लेग उठा लेना है. 4, when you take your leg back, inhale and leg down, exhale. 5, पीछे ले जाकर के श्वास भरना और नीचे ले जाकर निकालना. 6, 7, just about to complete. 8, 9, this is the last set, and 10. And then relax. Now, after this relaxation, take your arms a little forward. Try to grab the corner of the mat. Mat के एकदम corners को इस तरीके से पकड़ने की कोशिश करें. Roll your buttocks upside and slowly try to take your chest on the floor. If you are not able to touch your chest down, you can touch your forehead down. जिनके लिए पॉसिबल है वो चेस्ट तक लेकर ले जाए, जिनके लिए नहीं है फॉरहेड रखें. होल्ड करेंगे. 10, 9, 8 and 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, सभी बढ़िया करें. 3 and 2, just 1, and slowly take your arms back and again come up on your palm and knees. After coming up on your palm and knees, अब हम इनर थाइस को थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेच करने की कोशिश करेंगे. तो इसके लिए क्या करना है, एक बार देख लेना है. अगर रिस्ट वगैरह पेन कर रहा है, थोड़ी देर रिलैक्स करके बैठ जाएं और एक बार देख लें और फिर मेरे साथ शुरू कर दीजिए. तो करना क्या है कि हमें पाम एंड नी पर ऐसा रहना है और 1 के काउंट पर आप धीरे से राइट लेग को ऊपर उठाएंगे साइडवर्ड, देन ओपन योर राइट लेग, देन फोल्ड योर राइट लेग एंड देन डाउन. हो सकता है कि लेग ओपन करने में आपको थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो, तो ऐसी स्थिति में आप सिंपल अपने नी को उठाकर भी नीचे रख सकते हैं. तो हम साइड बाय साइड नी को लिफ्ट करेंगे. तो अगेन कम अपॉन योर पाम एंड नीज एंड लेट्स स्टार्ट द अनदर प्रैक्टिस. 1, lift your right knee up sideward, open your right leg, fold and take your right knee down. Look forward all of the time. 2, left up, open and down. 3, right up, open, fold and down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. Look forward all of the time. 7, breathe normally. Down. 8, down. अब 9 और 10 के लिए आप ध्यान से देखिएगा करना क्या है. 9, take your right leg up, open your right leg, and then here you have 3 options. You can keep your leg here like this, hold like this, or you can move your leg like this. और दोनों में से जो अगर comfortable नहीं है, तो you can keep your leg on the floor like this. So let's start. You can move your leg like this, or you can just hold, or you can keep your leg on the floor. तीनों में से जो आपको comfortable लगे अपने according वैसा हम start कर सकते हैं. Start करते हैं. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can keep your leg down. 6, 7, 8, जैसा बढ़िया लगे. 9, 10. Let's come back and Vishna. Now we'll repeat the same with another side. So lift your another knee up and leg open and start. 1, 2, move or hold. 3, or you can hold like this. 4, 5, or hold like this also. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly come back, take your knee down, and then relax. After this relaxation, take your toes on the floor, lift your knee up, and come up into mountain pose. In mountain, try to take your both heels on the floor. Just try. लगे ना लगे वो एक अलग बात. Push the mat maximum. Mat को push करें, धक्का लगाएं. Open your palm maximum. Open your
fingers maximum. Push the mat with your fingertips. Stretch your lower, middle, and upper back maximum. Try to create maximum stretch in your spine as well as in your legs. Try to keep your both legs straight if you can. कर सकते हैं तो सीधा करें. Try to tighten your kneecap. Breathe. Lift your buttocks maximum upside as up as possible. Deep breathe. Then slowly bend your knees. Take your knees down and come back and sit in Vajrasana. After coming back, take a deep breath in and out. And then we'll do the next posture. We will do just 2-3 postures more. So the next posture is Ustrasana. So for Ustrasana, come up on your knees like this. Open your knees just up to your waist. अपने कमर के जितना खोल लेना है बैलेंस बनाने के लिए ताकि एकदम प्रॉपर हमारा बैलेंस बने. Then expand your chest maximum. Look forward. Place your both arms on your waist like this or like this. दोनों में से जो भी आपको कंफर्टेबल लगे, ऐसा या फिर ऐसा. फिर धीरे धीरे अपने एल्बो को जितना पास में ला सकते हैं, शोल्डर्स को पीछे ले जा सकते हो उतना पीछे ले जाएं. आपका चेस्ट का जो सबसे सेंटर पार्ट है उसे धीरे धीरे ऊपर की ओर लिफ्ट करें. सिर्फ चेस्ट के सेंटर पार्ट और ऊपर और फिर अपने चेस्ट को एक्सपेंड करते हुए डीप ब्रीथ करते हुए पीछे की ओर बेंड करें. और if you are a flexible person, अगर आप flexible हैं, so you can place your right hand on your right heel and left hand on your left heel like this also. So you can hold like this or simply like this and just hold and deep breathe. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Breathe all of the time. 6, extremely good for thyroid. 5, good in diabetic problems. 4, 3, 2, very good in respiratory problems. श्वास को बेहतर बनाता है और श्वास तो प्राण है, ऊर्जा है. 3, अगर श्वास ही बेहतर नहीं तो शरीर का कोई सिस्टम ठीक से काम नहीं कर सकता. 2, गहरा गहरा श्वास. 1, slowly come back, and after coming back, sit in Vajrasana again. And after sitting in Vajrasana, now we'll do our next practice. And for the next practice, you have 2 variations. The first variation is keep your knees together, or if you are comfortable, you can open your knees in front of you. So अगर आप comfortable हैं तो नी को सामने से खोल लेना है, नहीं है नी साथ में मिला लेना है. बैक स्ट्रेट करना है, चेस्ट एक्सपेंड करना है, सामने देखना है और फिर हैंड्स को जमीन पर रखकर धीरे धीरे दोनों हैंड्स को सामने ले जाएं एंड ट्राई टू टेक योर चेस्ट ऑन द फ्लोर लाइक दिस. कीप योर चिन डाउन, chest on the floor like this. If you are not able to place your chest down, no problem. You can keep your forehead down. Or you can do the same thing with knees together. And we are holding here for 10. 9. 8. 7. Deep breathing all of the time. 6. 5. Deep breathing. 4. 3. 2. This is the last. 1. Slowly come back. And after coming back, again come up into Vajrasana. And after Vajrasana, take support of your hands and slowly sit in crisscross legs position and sit down. After sitting down,
Now we'll do the next and the last practice and very important practice. इतना सारा अभ्यास किया, इतना सारा सब कुछ कर रहे हैं मैम, पिछले 3-4 साल से काम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कर रहे किस लिए? उसके पीछे कुछ ना कुछ तो रीजन रहा होगा, और वो रीजन है एक स्माइल, एक लाफ। तो हम जोर जोर से हंसेंगे और बेवजह हंसेंगे। रीजन सोच सोच के बड़े हंसते हैं, रीजन ही ढूंढते रहते हैं। रीजन ढूंढते रहेंगे तो हंसी नहीं आ पाएगी। बगैर रीजन हंसना है तो जोर जोर से एक साथ में हंसना शुरू करें। क्या बात है, कोई हंसता नहीं है यहाँ पर? देखिए फिर भी कोई नहीं हंस रहा। सोच रहे हैं कि हंसूं कि ना हंसूं, क्या पता बाहर से सर आए हुए ऐसा ना सोच जाए कि ये देखो कैसे हंसते हैं। ऐसा नहीं, हंसना है खुलकर, ऐसे हंसना है। आंखें बंद कर ले और जोर जोर से हंसे। अब तो कोई देख भी नहीं रहा, खुलकर हंसना है। आंखों को बंद रखें, दोनों हाथों की हथेलियों को आपस में रब करें, जेंटली रब करते जाएं, आराम से रब करें। अपने हथेलियों में एक गर्मी, एक उष्मा, एक कॉस्मिक एनर्जी को डेवलप होने देना। और जब आप फील करें कि हथेलियां अच्छे से गर्म हो गई, हथेलियों में गर्माहट, गर्मी आ गई है, तब अपनी गर्म हथेलियों को मुंदी हुई आंखों पर रखकर हम क्लोजिंग प्रेयर करेंगे। रिपीट आफ्टर मी। हे प्रभु, हमारा आज का दिन सबसे ज्यादा मुस्कुराता हुआ हो। हम हमारे लिए, हमारे परिवार के लिए और संपूर्ण जगत के लिए सदैव मुस्कुराते रहे। शांति, शांति, शांति ही। इसी शांति, आनंद, उत्साह को तन मन में महसूस करते हुए एकदम आराम आराम से धीरे धीरे आइज को खोल लें। आप सभी को मुस्कुराता नमस्कार स्वीकार करें। आपके समय का बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
थैंक यू सो मच।
आपके सुखदायक और खूब अच्छी तरह से निर्देशित योग सत्र के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हम सभी की ओर से। आपके इस मार्गदर्शन से हमने अपने मन और शरीर को ताजगी महसूस करवाई, और इस योग के क्षेत्र में आज के दिन आपका योगदान बहुत मूल्यवान है। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू सो मच।
माय
Now we
स्पेशल
have
थैंक्स। 1 मिनट आकाश जी, आपने बहुत सारी ऊर्जा भर दी सब में, और इस दिन में इतना मतलब क्लास आपका जो था इतना सुंदर था, और हमारे स्टूडेंट समझेंगे कि 20 मिनट में भी आप कितना कुछ कर सकते हो और कितना ठीक तरीके से फ्लो में क्लास ले सकते हो। सो तहे दिल से धन्यवाद। और हम बुलाते रहेंगे हमारे एकेडमी में बार बार हमारे स्टूडेंट के लिए। अगेन हम आपका क्लास अरेंज करेंगे। मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है आप सबको, आकाश सिंगल उनका इंस्टाग्राम अकाउंट है, आप जाके देखिए, उनको फॉलो करिए और लोगों को भी बताइए कि कितना अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, और कितना उनका आवाज आवाज में ही कितनी सारी क्या बोलते हैं वो पॉजिटिव एनर्जी है। जो खींच लेती है आप सबको। तो एक योग टीचर के आवाज में यही विशुद्धि चक्र जो है वो काफी सुलझा हुआ, और एकदम कम्युनिकेशन पावर इज सो स्ट्रांग. So thank you, Akash ji, for being here and taking time out, and giving your time to our auspicious day, that is Foundation Day of AYG.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you so much.
Over to Ekta.
थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन आकाश जी. सच में बहुत ऊर्जा भर दी आपने हम सब में, सकारात्मक ऊर्जा. काफी अच्छा महसूस कर रहे हैं. आपको हम बार बार आपका क्लास अटेंड करने की कोशिश करेंगे, आपको बुलाते रहेंगे. थैंक यू नूतन मैम फॉर योर काइंड वर्ड्स. Now we have a very special, what makes an academy special? The teachers, of course, the faculty, but what makes it even more beautiful is the students. So we have a very beautiful alumna, Dr. Shruti, with us, who is going to share her experience. Dr. Shruti is a current batch student of our signature course, Prenatal, Postnatal, and Garbhasanskar course, and she has graciously accepted to share her phenomenal experience and insights that she garnered through her time at AYG. Her story is the one that reflects the true essence and core of our AYG's values and the transformative power of yoga. I'm honored to present you Dr. Shruti, and let us lend our ears and hearts to her words as we gain a deeper understanding of how AYG has played a pivotal role in shaping her path to success. Over to you, Dr. Shruti.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ekta ma'am. And the first thing what I would start is my gratitude to all my gurus, my father, and our ma'am, Nutan ma'am, congratulating AYG for this third year. It seems like for me it is the continuing batch, because classes and then regular जो 1 week का हम लोग follow up कर रहे थे lectures, and today we are meeting here. So first, I would start with my own introduction journey. In short, because I have mentioned in my batch, but there are many other people here who will really get impacted with this. Being me a Ayurveda doctor, as well as my spiritual background from Jainism, so I had a very strong support. Post, even before marriage or while I was getting married, I was guided by my Jain aunt monk that marriage relationship or intimacy is not just about physical thing, it is about divine thing to experience and think over that. So before conception, I had my kaya tap, what we say, guided by them, and I had a detoxification and fasting for 3 days. And then when even during that particular phase, I was just praying that I have to invoke like divine energy to come in my womb. And that was very strong experience what I had. And when the conception reports came positive, plus after that the journey began. During my 5th and 6th month, Diwali period at we say is very auspicious, and in Brahma Muhurat at 2:30 in the night, I was able to do eat once in a day. That is what we call ekasna tap, and then 3 days. I had been waking up in the Brahma Muhurat and doing all the stotras and everything. After that, my what we say baby shower or the god bharai, it was done properly with the Gujarati rituals. But then in my 7th month, Jain monks were present in my town, and they asked me to sit in front of them, and they chanted all the mantras continuously for 2 days. That was so energized. And after that also, like I read Ramayana, the books. My dad won't allow me to see even pictures or videos or television with any hinsa or hatyars. That knowledge they had, and that was the biggest support for me from my mom and dad. And even my grandma, who was 70 years old, she would come and she was here in India, and she would teach me that what mantras, and as a lullabies I have just put all the stotras. So the result of this was a very healthy and strong physic and intellectual high level my son 24 years ago. And 1.5 year old when he started making sentences, forming sentence and speaking. So as usual, he was sitting on my lap, and I was just chanting the mantra, and he started repeating, I mean, saying the another line. So I was little bit shocked, like such small tiny boy, like to 1.5 year boy. He is, I mean, if I would say one line of the mantra, he would say the second line. I would continue the third line, he would say the fourth line. So that means he took all this from my Garbha Samvad only. So this is so important to know, everyone. Even after that postnatal also, I have given, gold along with all the like harde behda what we give. So ghasa what we say. So and I can see what we say medhya, like ma'am knows in Ayurveda. So gold is medhya. So both of them, my son is, his intellectual level is good, their skin is good, their health immunity is good, both my kids, because of these Garbhasanskar. So like I always wanted to put these things with people. People would come and ask me ki, what you have done with your kids, we also want that, so that we get kids like you. And what ma'am has started, I had a big sabbatical, she knows my journey for a few years, but I was just taking care of my daughter and then my father. But now when I was searching that, okay, get back to my what goal or what I wanted to achieve, is the main motto is this Garbhasanskar, putting to people. And then I got to know ma'am. Now AYSG, I would put one question to all. There is a forest and there is a garden. What is the difference between a forest and a garden? So can anyone tell, or should I continue? Okay, forest is, it is grown by their own, and garden we cultivate. Forest, there are many other weeds also. Even we feel sometimes unsafe and scary, but garden looks so beautiful. We can go into that without any hesitation, and it is so safe. And everywhere there is a big difference. Like, there are many animals in forest which we don't know, unknown things, what we cannot predict even. This is the difference between a conscious conception, knowing, as garden. So if we do Garbhasanskar and we go into this process, that is a conscious conception which is most needed nowadays, especially because after the pandemic of COVID. And now WHO has even said that next 5 years there can be mental pandemic also, mental illness. So this is more very, very much important for us to cultivate and do things which can bring a very healthy, mentally so strong progeny or procreations. And AYG is doing a beautiful job for that, because as I said before in my testimony also, that we get chapati, we get dal, we get sabji from different patila, but the thali, the platter what giving ma'am is giving is we don't find anywhere. Because I have seen there is Dola culture, I have seen few of the Garbhasanskar groups which are doing only mantra chanting, somebody is doing only yoga, somebody is doing only bija sanskars, but here we get each and everything. I'm so happy and satisfied that I joined AYG, because each ma'am has researched like anything, and she's bringing so many people, like Ekta ma'am's mantra chanting, Manija ma'am, or Dr. Sarita's, or whatever we attended. Because I'm fresh, whoever I got, I can recollect. So and apart from that, she is taking the efforts. Like I was in my cocoon zone and not started with my assignments, but she would put the small task and the assignment submissions also. And then it was like, "Arey nahi, aaj to karna hi hai." we got into this. Even I'm talking on this platform, just so recent is the confidence she built in us. That was with the PPT and all other things. Hats off to her. And thank you so much, ma'am, and AYG, all the associates. What I always feel, for giving us this platform, for and all my friends also, colleagues like Neena ji, I can see here, and others, all we had really very much positiveness, and those things what which would questions, answers, everything. My books are all filled because I just write up rather more little bit old school, but ma'am has taught us to get into new things also and tech, tech special. So my aim was always to as the any nation has an army, for everything, an organization, we should build an army for Garbhasanskar coaches to spread this awareness and bring good future not only to our nation but globally also. Thank you so much everyone for listening me so patiently, and thank you ma'am for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shruti. It is said that your vibe attracts your tribe. So Dr. Nutan's vibe has attracted all of us who actually are into the Garbhasanskar and who believe so strongly. I could completely resonate with your experience, how you shared about the mantra chanting with your child. Even my daughter, she started chanting when she was just 1. She started speaking when she was just 8 or 9 months old. The way she pronounces words, and I moved to New Zealand a year back exactly, and she started speaking English within 1 year better than me. It's all thanks to Garbh Sanskar. The power of Garbh Sanskar is immeasurable. And thank you so much for your heartfelt sharing of your experience at AYG, the way you shared about the platter. It's absolutely true. I completely agree. Now I would like to invite any one of you who would like to share your experience as well. This is the most significant and the most appropriate occasion for you to share. So if any one of you would like to share, we are more than happy to have you here and share your stage with us. Feel free to please share. Anyone? If no one's sharing, then I'm happy to share my experience. I was the 17th batch. And when I actually joined the course, I had already completed prenatal. Yes, sure, Dr. Gauri. I'll just finish one little bit and then I can share it with Dr. Gauri. So when I joined my 17th batch, I had already completed prenatal. I will not name where, but I was absolutely dissatisfied with the content because I somewhere felt that the content was where I joined earlier was not at all, complete, like how Dr. Shruti shared that, there was either mantra chanting or only yoga and no focus on the actual Garbhasanskar, just mantras or just, focusing on only one aspect is not Garbhasanskar. The whole complete outlook that Garbhasanskar covers. So I was so happy to have been a part of AYG Academy, and especially the way ma'am has put her entire life into it, her heart and soul into it. It's incredible. The way this course has been developed, not just this course, I would suggest every other course also, she has put lot of her efforts, and the way it has come out, it's like she hasn't just done it for the sake of having a course on or for us. It's more than words for money that we pay for it, and it's a complete platter, as you said, and it's also a very good learning for the life. Like you got confidence by being a part of this course. You got the confidence to speak up, you got a platform where you could be yourself, there was no judgment. So I felt exactly the same, and I moved to New Zealand 1 year back, and I realized that the importance of Garbh Sanskar, unfortunately, Indians have less value, but outside people have more value. When you talk about prenatal, and especially because AYG's courses are affiliated to international organizations also, and it is also a part of Indian Yoga Association, international organization. So we are we are valued wherever we go, because we are a part of such an esteem. In fact, I met a friend last week and she's pregnant. So I told her that you should follow Dr. Nutan on AYG. She's really good about, she said, I've been following her like for past so many months. I've been following her and she's really good. She's the best. I said, yes, she is the best, undoubtedly. And so this is the way she's, Dr. Nutan is spreading her aura all over the world with her. I could not believe when she said that I've been following her, because she lives in New Zealand, born and brought up in New Zealand, but she's still following Dr. Nutan. Shows that her mission is getting accomplished. She's definitely, spreading her wings all over the world, and it's incredible to be a part of it, and it's a privilege. So thank you so much, Dr. Nutan, once again. Would like to share Dr. Gauri's experience. Yeah, Gauri, please go ahead. If you can please keep your camera on, that'll be really nice.
Yes, thank you. Sure. Hello. So, hi everyone. I am Dr. Gauri Patil, and I work with people who are suffering with mental health conditions and ailments. And so basically my purpose was to understand, all the nitty-gritties. And as you rightly said, this is an indigenous knowledge that we have, in our scriptures and everything. And unfortunately, the new generation does not know about all these things. And even before our mothers and, a generation before them also, they kind of did things with a, what we say is like a mouth-to-mouth publicity kind of a thing. They used to get whatever they used to get from their grandmothers and everybody. They used to then follow that thing. But and again, that also caused a very limited this thing. Because of this course, I feel this is such a beautiful integration and amalgamation of all the knowledge, right, from mantra chanting. Because even I have been to some other places also where they just kind of take up just probably the yoga part, or probably there'll be just the mantra chanting part. But this is so much more than that. And this is something which is like you get everything in one place. So I have got like even now, whatever queries I have, whatever, while whatever I have to do with Garbhasanskar and everything, prenatal care and everything, Nutan ma'am's book is like a Bible for me. So I just open up and I get all the knowledge over there. So that's a wonderful thing. Again, Garbhasanskar is actually a need of the hour, because now even the Western scientists, or scientists of Western medicines and the doctors of Western medicines have now started actually doing a lot of research of understanding that how our environment during the child is conceived, or even before the child is conceived, how these things are so important. And now they're actually citing huge researches and papers on the basis of that. But this is an indigenous knowledge which we've always had, and we have to make sure that this goes out more frequently. And I think Nutan ma'am is a flag bearer of this, and she is really doing a wonderful job of putting it out in front of us. And yes, I mean, every single day, I mean, not a single week goes by that, I have not gone through her material, because it is just so much to absorb and so much to. And the best part is you don't even need to be a doctor to actually understand everything, because the knowledge that she has given is actually highly technical. It is highly, what she has extracted from her medical studies. But she has also made it a point that even if you're not a doctor, even if you're not from a medical background, you do understand and reciprocate whatever ma'am has told and whatever she wants to convey it to us. So that's a really beautiful thing. And now onwards, since she's also got books in Hindi and Marathi, so I'm definitely keeping it in my mind to gift it to the new mothers. I think that would be a best gift to give. I mean, most of my friends have already gotten pregnant and have delivered, but henceforth, whoever is, I'm going to keep that thing in mind, because it's just so much of knowledge that we have got. So I'm really, really very grateful to ma'am for that. And because whenever like, even as I mentioned, I work with people who are suffering with mental ailments, and we do go a lot back, and in their history, right from their childhood, right from sometimes even we go and ask the mothers that how they were actually doing during the conception, and what were the feelings, were they really distressed during that time. And that's why, and these traumas can be really for lifelong. So it is very important to educate every single citizen of our country, and even worldwide, to understand that when we are actually creating a child, everybody says that we want to make this world a beautiful place for our children to be and everything, but nobody really says that we want our children to be of that caliber, that who are going to make the world a beautiful place. Because at the end of the day, if we start doing a reverse engineering, we will understand that it is our responsibility as much to create the children who are ready for tomorrow. So and for this, Neeta ma'am's Nutan ma'am's book is really, really empowering. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Gauri, for your sharing. It was so profound and so impromptu. You shared, from your heart. That's incredible. Thank you so much for coming forward and sharing.
One
Indeed,
more thing,
yes,
just a minute. Sorry to interrupt, Ekta. I couldn't stop, when Dr. Gauri speaks, and I feel like I'm always surprised. She's continuously, now she completed her course, I think, Dr. Gauri, 1 year back. 1 year back, right? If I don't miss this. And she is continuously taking this recording, refilling it 5,000, 5,000. Even if I charge, she is continuously taking it. Now it's a 12 months. I'm saying, what are you doing? Just stop now, start. And for other student, I need to tell ki, okay, they are requesting me, please extend for 8 days. I do understand all those things, but I really appreciate a student like Dr. Gauri, who really values this knowledge and trying to absorb as per her, lifestyle and the schedule. I know she is busy. She is mother of a beautiful girl, and I appreciate your participation. And she is also part of academy now. I involved her. I like such student like Ekta, Doctor. Means all of my students are really precious for me, but there are some gems like sitting in front of me right now who are attending. Thank you so much. Yes, Ekta.
Thank you so
thank
much, ma'am.
thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here once again. Welcome, everyone. You have not missed too much. Uh, we are now going to have a wonderful presentation by the founder herself. With immense excitement and happiness, would like to introduce a remarkable individual who has played a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of holistic wellness and education. We have heard so much about her, but let me give a little bit. It is my deep privilege to share her small, like very, very big achievements in small time, whatever I can, as we gather here to celebrate the triumphant completion of 3 successful years of AYG. My privilege to introduce the visionary founder behind this incredible academy, Dr. Nutan Pakhare. AYG Academy is an embodiment of the principles of Ayurveda, Yoga, and Garbhasanskar. It was brought to life by Dr. Nutan, it was her brainchild, and a vision to create a platform of knowledge, empowerment, and well being. Over the past 3 years, she has not only realized her vision, but she has also achieved unprecedented milestones that have left an indelible mark on the realm of holistic health and education. Under her astute leadership and love from all of you, AYG has blossomed into a hub of transformation, offering a diverse array of courses, workshops, and initiatives that cater to not only individuals but corporates and communities all over the world. The Academy's commitment to fostering well being of a comprehensive level has led to its success in establishing corporate yoga programs and providing healthcare solutions that truly make a difference. Dr. Nutan's unwavering dedication has transcended borders, resulting in international collaborations that have strengthened AYG Academy's global footprints. Collaborations with prestigious organizations like International Yoga Organization, Arogyam UK organization have amplified the Academy's influence, allowing it to disseminate the wisdom of Ayurveda and yoga to a wider audience. Its signature course has captured the essence of AYG's philosophy, the prenatal, postnatal, and Garbhasanskar program. This unique offering reflects her deep understanding of holistic well being, providing a holistic approach to nurture the physical, mental, and emotional aspects of life, most precious moments, which is pregnancy. Beyond her role as a visionary entrepreneur, Dr. Nutan has also shared her wisdom and expertise with the world through her multilingual book, The Ultimate Guide to Garbhasanskar, which is my Bible too. Every time I just refer it back. And that was the only book that I carried from India to New Zealand because I did not want to lose even once when I had to refer it back. She has not only educated but transformed through her book, through her courses, the entire human being who are entitled to know this profound science and the concept of conception till delivery and beyond. She's honored with many awards, but let me name a few. The Ayurveda Gold Medal Dhanvantari Jyoti Award 2021 for excellent work in the field of Ayurveda. With these kinds of awards and many more accolades to her account, we are truly proud of you, ma'am. As we celebrate these remarkable achievements and the completion of 3 glorious years of AYG Academy, let us all come together to express our gratitude and admiration for the founder who has made it all possible. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Nutan Pakhare, a true visionary and the heart and soul of pure gold. With AYG Academy to her accolade to share her insightful thoughts and reflections on achieving this significant milestone. Welcome, ma'am. Over to you.
First of all, thank you so much, Ekta, for such a gracious presentation and welcoming and hosting this whole event. Because of you, I think this event हिंदी में बात करती हूँ कि चार चांद लग गया है you know. So it's like feeling literally celebration, and all of your presence are also making sense and making me feel to reflect back what I am doing currently, what I did, why I started this AYG Academy. Because Foundation Day is something which makes founder to reflect back and to think, okay, why you have started, what was your purpose, and how it is growing and how it is benefiting to the community. Specifically, whenever we get our purpose, then we build our brand. Like I said, I always share to all my students, become upgraded, no matter what you are from old school. Even I am from old school, but it is always important to get into sync with the current life and the technology. It is difficult, I know. For me also, it is very difficult to learn everything, making presentation, presenting, and then uh, improving the speaking ability. Even I am still trying to do that. I found my students are more better, orator and speaker, and I love your energy. I am learning from all of you. Learning is lifetime process, what I want to share today. Although I will show my presentation what I started and did, but before I present that, um, remember that learning never stop, and don't stop learning. Whatever, whatever things you feel that I need this in my progress, which is lacking or keeping me behind, try to go into the basic, from the basic, and start learning. I appreciate Neena ji, who is, truly the current past student, and appreciate it. No one say that she is senior or senior citizen. She is like us only, but still, I have student 60 plus year old as well as I have student 20 less than 20 years old, and that's how the diverse background I have student. And I always try to means first to understand the topic more better way again and again when I teach each batch. Even if content for me is same, students are different. Students energy are different, their questions are different, and that is making me feel continuously renewing my content with the help of all of you, and my one line always say ki my strength is my students are my strength, because of them I'm trying to just evolve in this particular topic and in this field. And my vision was to make this Garbhasanskar is one of the keyword along with Ayurveda and yoga. Nowadays, people understood very well about yoga. Like Yoga Day has been celebrated. Ayurveda also been accepted worldwide. But Garbha Sanskar is somewhere lacking. And this is also one of the, my purpose to start this AYG Academy, name it as a AYG Academy, because in this all three sciences where I belong, where I studied, where I feel like connected, I feel like that G also should be added now everywhere. And that's how I'm exploring now. I'm abroad. I'm now currently in Sweden. And I'm trying to even pitch some of the people here, whom I can connect and spread this knowledge. Because as Ekta said very nicely, ki, in India, even if this is Indian science, Indian culture, but still in our country only, Garbha Sanskar is completely new word for some people, right? What is Garbha Sanskar means they don't know. And I'm happy at least 1,000 plus student now well aware about this, what is Garbha Sanskar, even if they are not taking up as a profession, but at least for them, it is good thing that, okay, this was the things, being a woman, feel proud after learning this particular content. Because sometimes we feel, getting pregnant, making your shape, size, everything just distorted. But the thing is, there is nothing comes in the comfort zone. You should always, take yourself little bit beyond your comfort zone. And that's what even asana definition says, प्रयत्न शैथिल्य अनंत समापत्तिभ्याम. मतलब आपको प्रयत्न करना है, it doesn't mean that everybody says स्थिर सुखम आसन, मतलब आराम से बैठो and अच्छे से, मतलब जैसे बैठना है वैसे वैसे नहीं है. आसन मीन्स इट्स इज trying step by step, not yes beyond your capacity, but yes regularly, consistently, if you keep doing things and focus your attention on your niche. I was speaking to Ekta, she has excellent understanding about mantra, and I want to promote my student as well. I always say this, I am not here, see I can't promote only myself, I will not grow if I only keep on promoting my one individual, that is me. Where I comes, we just get disappeared. So it is always, the community can be formed with army. Somebody used the word army, I really love that. That is formed with the masses. And when you people are with me, definitely that energy keep me moving ahead. I will take you along with me wherever I go, whenever it is possible, wherever I find that this person is fixing here, or helping the academy, or helping me also in some or other way, it really make me feel strong, and I feel like this is what we need to do together. We need to, everybody has so much talent. If we, and the some knowledge which I have shared with you, now you people are going to make this content more beautiful than what I have presented to you, and present the world. And one more thing, success will not come unless you acknowledge your teacher. This is even for me, my success came to me only when I started acknowledging my teacher, my mother institute. And I'm proud that whatever, life has taken U-turn for me, when I have turned towards the yoga and Kaivaladham, which is my mother institute, through that I got the one way of the where my career is leading, where my profession is leading, where my Ayurved knowledge is leading. Because many doctors, Ayurved doctors, thinking what to do and how to start practice, but this is how this Garbhasanskar is just the divine expression happens to me, I can say. It's not the planned thing, but yes, it has the divine expression during COVID time, 2019, when everything has closed, and I have just thought of doing something in women's health and reproductive health. I have started this course in a small setup with my friend. I got good response, and I started thinking, okay, this is the area where I can make my uh, you know entry. I can say entry, where I can take up so many people along with me, because this is what lacking in my field. Even if there is a yoga courses, there are so many yoga courses now. In each gully, if you go, in each lane, you will find one yoga studio. But what you are offering specially, that matters. And to offer that special, even if the whole women's health is huge, in that, like mantra is one of the things Garbha Sanskar ke andar, you can just focus your energy. And again, one more line which I always say, energy flows where you pay attention. So keep on paying attention again and again on one thing. Sometimes you don't know, you may not understand anything in that by seeing first time. Watch it, do it again and again. Consistency matter. See, this is my 37th batch. People are asking me, ma'am, why are you not taking this foundation course in yoga, CCY course, certificate course in yoga? Because we don't have that, then we have to go to other school. But time is not there, and that's why I have created some pre-recorded courses. This pre-postnatal yoga and Garbha Sanskar is actually our signature course, which is only making me busy, thinking and going and doing a lot of other things along with this particular course. So now, yesterday, I think day before yesterday, um, this academy is now already collaborated last year with Arogyam UK. So now we are also starting courses in UK. The first session will be on 4th of September, which is going to be there. It is scheduled in the meeting. And later on, we will see how the how it can be offered in the Western, because there are separate things we need to. I need to even redesign some content according to their acceptance and all that. So that's the way we are going ahead, and I need all of you there. Okay, whenever I feel okay, I will call Ekta, please come and give lecture on the do session on mantra. If anyone here, Chanchal or anybody, I really appreciate, you all have a talent, I can bring you, because every time I can't be there, right? So this is how we are growing. So I was reflecting, I made presentation, but I feel like instead of presentation, I can just share this background with you. And now I'll be just taking some time to show you what is achieved. So here is my presentation. uh, can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me a thumbs up if it is visible to you.
Yes, ma'am, it's
So
visible.
yeah, so as you are seeing in in front of your screen, so foundation day of AYG Academy is briefly, means it's basically three topic which I deal with, that is Ayurved, Yoga and Garbha Sanskar. And Ayurved in itself, many people says it is a science of life, but I say it is a science of consciousness. It creates the consciousness in you. And yoga is a lot, means yoga gives you tool how to be conscious, all these ashtanga steps which we get it from Acharya Patanjali. So my heartfelt gratitude and vandan to all these sages like Acharya Charak, Sushrut, Acharya Patanjali, and even Garbha Sanskar, which is one most important part of our academy. I see there are a lot of maternal deaths are happening after delivering child. There are some children who are not growing in a way appropriately. There are some deficiency, or there are some even postnatal infant death. And the rates are, if you go and see the data, you will realize ki even if we are technologically evolved, but still these data are still huge, above 70% data, postnatal deaths are recorded. So where actually that is why we want to promote this Garbhasanskar more than anything else, and Ayurved yoga are one of the integral part of it. It is not separate, it is integral part of Garbhasanskar. So what I teach is everything which is including all the sciences. And this whole presentation included all that what activities we do. International already Ekta has said this, so I am just shifting this and emphasizing some of the important things. So we have courses on Ayurved, yoga, and Garbhasanskar. Live course is only one that is currently I am doing, that is pre postnatal yoga and Garbhasanskar, and others are all pre-recorded. And pre-recorded course also benefit once you know me how the teaching done and how the content is given. So it's more that you get more time and you can watch it on your own schedule and on your own pace, and you can get connected with me through queries. So we have Ayurveda and yoga related courses, Ayurveda anatomy, which is another important thing which I want to work on. But let's see how my time allow me to do so. So that is also very, very unique content which I have presented in Ayurveda anatomy course. Then workshop, small workshop. If somebody don't have 20 days time, so I may offer this Garbhasanskar a little bit, small 2 to 3 days workshop. If anyone's student from in this particular event, if you want to conduct through AYG Academy, do let me know so we can plan it. And even if I am not there, you can keep on doing this, spreading this knowledge through your view and perspective. Then we can organize some seminar, conference. Corporate yoga is already going on, and healthcare I have even consultation, one-to-one consultation, and this is my current batch picture, 37th batch. And I'm proud to say almost 1,000 plus students have been trained under this academy, and even 10 plus countries student have attended and graduated. And internationally also, I'm so glad that Ekta like student, who goes with the certificate, and their administrator also check it with us. So I got mail from 2 3 students when they applied for their job in their particular country, and when I put up, ki yes, this student was there and all that thing, and it gives a lot of responsibility on me as a teacher. And I have to mention in that, when I write, I mention whatever the qualities I found as a student in that particular, writing when I present, when I give to their company. So this is how I feel like now the academy is growing more and more, and this collaboration
Collaboration.
also making me explore, and there are a lot of opportunity which will be coming up for all my student in future. And yes, this even one-to-one session when I started physically, this AYG Academy and yoga classes, pregnancy and Garbhasanskar. This is first baby, after COVID, which has born, and I have shared story on my Insta and a reel. So I'm so proud. I don't know. She said she will be attending. Sneha, are you there? Her baby must allowed her. And now it's I think 20, June, July, August, so 3 months now almost. So this is how one-to-one session also we conduct. We have this corporate yoga class, online, offline, medium, pre-recorded, interactive sessions are there. then yes, I'm so blessed to have even blessing of such a guru like Mahansaji and even Kevaladham, all the guru. And book is literally, book. When I was writing book, it was all, I never thought I'll be author. Okay. मैं आप सबको पता है कि मैं आप सबको लिखने का काम देती हूँ काफी सारा, because most of you are my student, and please forgive me if you have been stressed up with writing this writing assignment, but writing actually gives you, it is a real yoga which connects your hand, head and heart together. That's what I understood when I have started writing this book, and that's how I want to inculcate all that experience which made me to be on this path and at this maybe the little bit successful stage at present. But I should give it to this legacy to my student, what makes you successful. So writing is one of that. And this I realized when I've started writing books, so many things I need to filter out, you will not imagine, it became actually two books now. I when I publish, तो कब publish होगा? छः मतलब 3 साल तो लिख ही रही हूँ मैं, क्या क्या कंटेंट, एंड इतना 600 650 पेज का बन गया बुक लिखते लिखते। अभी 600 पेज का बुक कौन पढ़ेगा आज की दुनिया में ना, जिनको जस्ट 1 मिनट में रील में पता चल जाता है, वो 600 पेज का बुक कौन पढ़ेगा? देन आई थॉट ऑफ जस्ट बाइफरकेटिंग इट इनटू टू बुक्स। सो फर्स्ट बुक जैसे कि पब्लिश कर दो तो मुझे कुछ कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा। सो आई डन दिस, आई एक्सट्रैक्टेड अगेन, the things which I want to put up in the first book. And second book I'm still working on. I came here to just put my attention, put my energy to focus on my second book, which I am already in the progress, 3 years yoga module, which may help a lot of student later on, because books are things which always remain and we don't throw it out like newspaper. So अभी नहीं पढ़ा तो बाद में जब जरूरत पड़ेगी तभी खोलेंगे ही बुक। आई नो some students are using it and saying it as a bible. It's really making me feel proud as an author, and I feel like my work which has been started, it's taking shape, and it is started giving me some fruits, sweet, and fruits are also sweet. So thank you so much. Now these are available in Marathi, Hindi and English. And yes, there are a lot of support I get from the divine energy. It is not possible without the blessing of divinity, and it all comes, from the universe. So I thanks to all that universal energy, and I'm so happy when the foreign student are visiting my small academy in Mumbai. So this is the student recently who have visited from Brazil. I think Ekta, she has been with you in your batch, weekend batch, Maria?
Yes, ma'am. She was in my
Uh,
batch, really, and she's
yes,
still
yes,
in touch with me for mantras, so
yes,
she's
yes.
still in touch, yeah.
Yes. So see how this, you when you get your peers and you bond with them, even you can learn with each other from that. So I have not deleted any groups. And I'm happy if you keep, this group live and your peers involved in the activity. I found I am appreciate Chanchal also, put some proposal in the group for some meeting or what. I don't know what happens later on, but yes, keep connected. That is how you're going to spread this our culture and knowledge together. So this is about yeah, this is the best day which I celebrate, last day of certificate course. And currently also we have celebrated, Shruti and everybody have done a lot of Jhumka dance and all that. And this was my earlier batch. Myra is there, right? And I see this beauty, beautiful way of coming, and seeing them only make me feel happy. Even if I'm very weak in doing makeup and all that, you will find me always like this, kind of. Still I try to put some makeup nowadays. But yes, I love this beautiful way of meeting physically, literally make me feel good. And thank you for all these Google reviews. Now it's been 271. Even if some of the student are not yet, done this reviews, because I can't force everybody to, just do it. I can only give task. Okay, if you complete it, then you will get, then it will happen. But yes, uh, I can see all these reviews, and I feel like, okay, I read every review. I feel कि क्या मैं दे रही हूँ और क्या उसमें मुझे missing है. Even I ask कि you tell me if I want to, improve the things. There are definitely some um, you know mm, something, or there is always scope to improve, right? I know even if you found as a student it is the best and everything, but I know there are some thing which I need to still improve in my content, in my course, and I will be doing so. Thank you so much for all your love and all the 5 stars which you have given me, and making me feel this is what my earning. uh, what the fees I receive, it get spent out immediately. It is not, and I'm using this even for publishing book and all that. I'm not getting any sponsorship from anybody. Okay, people, if you see, take publishing book, they go get the sponsorship and get so many helps. But I'm doing one single handed, and a few of my team members who are supporting really good, like Dr. Sarita. If I don't mention her, it's a really, really not good, because she is integral part of book writing as well as publishing, and she always find time some or other way to connect with my student. And credit, she always give complete credit to me. But yes, I can't take all the credits on my own way of doing, but it's the people who are associated, who are really helping me to grow and make this academy grow day by day. So Dr. Sarita, then my technical member, tech team, that is Abhishek, my family, and all other my faculty specifically, along with me, Swati ji, एकता प्री-रिकॉर्डेड फॉर्मेट में जो जो है, सलीमा इन वुमेन्स हेल्थ में जो उन्होंने क्लासेस लिए हैं. So now it's a pre-recorded, even if they are not coming live, but they are part of our academy. All Manija, yes. How can I forget Manija? Manija is so great teacher, and I thanks for that Yoga Institute, because Yoga Institute has given me a lot of student, like this Manija and all. Manija, are you there? I don't know she's there. She's busy, but she will join in some time. So yeah, that's it. There are a lot of things which I can share, but thank you so much for listening patiently again and being part of this occasion. Over to you, Ekta.
Wow, thank you so much, ma'am. I love the way you humbly say little success, and I don't know then what huge success is, because for me, success is never about what you earn in terms of monetary, but in terms of the love that you have gained. I can say you're super successful, because we all love you, and I'm sure everybody will agree. I can see everyone nodding. Uh, you're truly successful, and you're a very humble person, which shows with your words. And nobody has the stamina to say that I'm not a good orator or anything in front of the crowd. But your humbleness and your way of admitting, which is absolutely not true, because I believe a good orator need not have very good English or communication skills or anything. We just need to speak from the heart, which you always do. So you're amazing. I can say that. And thank you so much for your presentation. This takes us back to our memories, our friendships, and our time with you at AYG Academy. Now I'm going to just switch my cap from the host to a small topic that I'm going to take. Considering the time, I'll keep it little short, because we have a very exciting part in the end of Dr. Ram Manohar's expertise in Ayurveda. So I'll keep my talk little short. My talk's topic is, you all know, it's about mantra, the prenatal importance of mantra. Well, just to give you a little introduction of my credibility of speaking about mantra is, since Vedas are Shruti, they are received from the gurus. So I have absolutely zero knowledge. I've just gained it from my gurus, my teachers, from the childhood. My main spiritual teacher is Satya Sai Baba. I've been under him. I studied under him, from where I learned Vedas and scriptures and mantras. So the whole essence of teaching this topic, I only saw this so profoundly being taught at AYG, which was something I felt so touched by, because nowhere they will give you the details of month-wise mantras to be chanted, how important it is to chant correctly, what are the things to be chanted, which part should be chanted. Everything has been included in the book and the course. But despite including everything, how much effort we as students are putting into making sure that what we know about mantra, are we doing it correctly? I keep emphasizing that because the master of mantras, Sage Panini, has said about it, Giti Shigri Shira Kampi Yatha Likhita Patakaha Anarthagno Alpakanthascha Shedate Patakadamaha, which simply means how a mantra should not be chanted. Why has he given so much importance of correct chanting? Because word, as we all know, we are all made up of 5 elements. Word have the superpower to connect to the higher self. They are called akshar for a reason, because they stay in akash, or the space element, for eternity. Whatever we utter, whether we utter through mouth or in our mind, it has the capacity to stay for eternity. So when we are chanting mantras, especially in pregnancy, we are working on 2 souls, ourselves and the soul that we are nurturing, and of course the circumference, the area around us. So it's so important that we know why we are chanting. Are we only chanting to gain benefits for ourselves, or are we chanting for a higher purpose, right? We all have come, we are a human uh, being with such an incredible, I can say, the right word is, we are so fortunate to be born as humans, and this doesn't happen in any birth. We know the concept of birth and death, and as humans it is our responsibility to reach the divine, right? If we don't do it, we have wasted the life, correct? Now, how to connect to the divinity, how to make sure that we are on the right path? The mantras are the easiest path. You can be a bhakti yoga, you can be a karma yoga, or you can be a jnana yoga. But mantras, if you, whether you're a karma yogi or a jnana yogi, if you're into mantra, your purpose and your path to liberation, or your path to higher self, your path, in easy words, to connect to the divinity is becoming, the process will become easier and it will expedite. So mantra itself means man and tra. Tra means protection, or the tool which takes us to man. And what is man here? The man is the higher self, or the one which is subtle in our body, right? So when we are connecting the mantras, the tool which connects to our higher self, it has to be correct. Like, you stand in front of a radio station, you will not be able to hear anything because the frequency is not matching. So for you to be able to connect to the divine, you have to connect to the right frequency, which only happens when your intonation is correct, when your pronunciation is correct, and when your swaras and the visargas and the matras are correct. So why should it be correct? Does that mean that, this is a very common question I am asked by many students, is shall we stop chanting because if we don't know the chant we can have any problem? No, we should not stop chanting. We should continue to chant any simple mantra which you're sure you're chanting correctly, or even if you're not sure, you should continue to chant even if you're not 100% confident, because the whole essence is your intention should be pure. Okay, first. Secondly, your effort should be there to learn the chant correctly. That's very important. Now, what are the benefits of chanting the mantras correctly? First benefit is to our own self. When we are in a plane, the announcement is first put your oxygen mask and then to the child next to you. So mantras are like you are benefiting to yourself more than the child. You're creating an ambience for yourself, because in pregnancy, we have so many hormonal imbalances, so much of disturbance, that if we chant mantras, those imbalances, yoga chitta vritti nirodha, those fluctuations of the mind, will be able to release them, reduce them through the chants. So the biggest advantage is our mind will, the state of mind during pregnancy plays a very vital role. So the state of mind of a person, of the mother and the father, will become pure, and we'll maintain equanimity of mind. So even if the ambience around is toxic, your mind will be relaxed because you're chanting the mantras. It has the power to cleanse the ambience and make it more pure for you. When you're chanting the mantra, your baby feels more connected to you, because inside the womb, there is space element involved, right? So the space element has only got one tanmatra, one, I can say, the connection to the sound. Sound is very, very, very pure. It's the only tanmatra which space element has. Other element has got either 2 tanmatras or 3 tanmatras. It may sound a little high, but to make it easy for you, the simple aspect to understand is, when the child hears a mom chanting the mantra, the child feels very connected and bonded to the mother. The bond becomes stronger, because when there is void inside, there is no sound, the baby is still able to hear the sound of Om through the air, because that sound is so eternal. So when a mother is chanting the sound of Om, the baby connects better to the mother, has a better relationship, the bond becomes stronger, and whatnot. And the most important aspect of mantra chanting is, it definitely creates an aura around the mother and the child of protection. You cannot scientifically prove that, of course, because these are so subtle, but definitely it does that. In my experience, I've been teaching like for 1.5 years now, prenatal, to my students, and I've noticed that some of the students, and hand on my heart, some of the students have shared experience where because they were chanting the mantras during delivery, the child had almost, their own child, because of the complication, they almost felt they have lost the child, but because of the chanting, they felt that connection to the divine, and they felt that the baby has been saved. This happened last week to one of my students, and she had got very high alkaline phosphate and bile acid problem, and the doctor had almost told her that it'll be very difficult to save the child, but we'll try. Touch wood, she delivered the child. In fact, despite all these issues, she had millions of issues, and despite all these issues, she delivered the child perfectly, and she owes this to her prenatal and Garbhasanskar classes and her mantra chanting. And I owe this to Dr. Nutan for her knowledge, and definitely it's all because this has been passed on that I could share it with her. So mantras are profound, and we must put efforts to learn correctly. For simple example, we keep saying phala. It is not phala, it is phala. Her. There is no word called fur in Sanskrit, right? So it has to be pronounced as phala, not phala. Okay. Now, simply like I keep giving this example of, we have got prarabdha karmas. I keep giving this example that how a simple knowledge of a simple letter can make a big difference in your prarabdha karma. Because if you keep chanting wrong, you're collecting your karmas. You're collecting it not only for yourself, but for your future generations also, because prarabdha karma is an accumulation of your karmas that you're going to get in the future. So a simple example of dhiyo yo nah prachodaya, there is a visarga after nah, but most of us chant it as dhiyo yo nah prachodayat, dhiyo yo nah prachodayat, which becomes, oh Lord, don't give me intellect. We are asking for intellect, dhiyo yo nah prachodayat, but because we forget that there is a visarga, we make it dhiyo yona prachodayat, and we are saying, don't give me or my child the intellect. Oh Lord. And the Lord must be thinking, what's happening? I'm trying to give intellect, but she doesn't want it, or he doesn't want it. So indirectly, when we are saying something wrong and we are not even putting these small efforts to learn the correct pronunciation, what is happening? We are suffering, and we may not even know that we are suffering because of a particular reason. So we should not stop chanting. We should continue to chant with good intentions, but we should also put efforts to learn them correctly. These days, there is huge knowledge available. So there is Sanskrit, and then there is a Vedic grammar of chanting. Anything in Vedas is chanted correctly only if we understand the basic Vedic grammar. It's not very difficult. It's very simple. There are just very few rules. We must try to understand those rules. So dhiyo yonah prachodayat becomes dhiyo yonah prachodayat. There's a small first sound which comes after na, because there is a visarga between the sentence. So it becomes dhiyo yonah prachodayat. There's a first sound. It is not even sounded like dhiyo yonah prachodayat. And for millions of years, people have been chanting wrong because we do not try to put efforts to learn it correctly. So the idea is, put your efforts, try to chant, and try to teach your students to chant correctly by first learning yourself how to chant correctly, because in prenatal mantra chanting under Garbhasanskar is one of the most essential aspects. It takes care of the child, it takes care of the mother, it takes care of your entire family if you chant correctly. Yep. So that's all for, because there's so much to talk about mantras, but we have a time constraint. So I would like to again switch my hat from the topic to the host, and I would like to wrap up the session by the most important talk for today by Dr. Ram Manohar. Though he could not be there present physically, but we have a privilege of listening to his talk through a recorded, specially he recorded for us for today's occasion. It is my distinct honor to introduce Mr. Ram Manohar, and he's a trailblazer of Ayurvedic research with over 30 years of dedicated contribution. He holds a BAMS degree from Bharatiya University, an MD degree from Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science. His influential work includes published research papers and chapters in books. In 2022, he received the Ayurveda Ratan Award from UK's All-Party Parliamentary Group on Indian Traditional Sciences and the Dhanvantari Award from NatureFit, recognized globally. He has also been honored with awards like Dr. Keshav Baliram Hedgewar Healing Honor and the Bhishak Bhushan Puruskaram. His pivotal role in the NIH-funded study earned him the Excellence in Integrative Medical Research Award in 2012, and his dedication to Ayurveda has taken him worldwide, just like Dr. Nutan, bridging traditional wisdom from modern understanding. Please join me in welcoming this visionary researcher and the research director of Amrita School of Ayurveda, Dr. Ram Manohar. Over to you.
Vedanshi. Ma'am, please unmute.
Can you hear me now? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Dr. Ram Manohar is one of the guru which I really appreciate in the field of Ayurveda, and I'm again blessed. I feel blessed because he is continuously, whenever I ask him, he always there. Now this time he said yes, but since he is in WHO meeting which is going on in Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, there is a big conference happening. So in that busy schedule, he tried to provide his video message for all of us and the session which we have planned. So please listen him and try to learn from him what he says about Garbhasanskar. So I'm playing this for you. Can you see my screen and
Yes,
Dr. Ram Manohar? Yeah.
To
yes.
greet all of you on the occasion of the third anniversary of the AYG Academy. And I know Dr. Nutan since a few years, and I'm very impressed by the wonderful work that she's doing, especially for in the area of Garbhasanskar, which is a very foundational activity, laying the foundation for the future generation. Ayurveda has a very spiritual outlook on the whole process of birthing, and I would like to share a few thoughts on that. In Ayurveda, we don't have anatomy and physiology, we have something else that is called as Shariram, and as Vagbhada says, Shariram is the study of the birth and death of the human body. The whole continuum of life is studied in totality. So instead of anatomy and physiology, we have in Ayurveda Srishti Shariram, Garbha Shariram, Dosha Shariram, then Marma Shariram, Sankhya Shariram, Prakriti Shariram, Vikriti Shariram. So Ayurveda understands the whole journey of human life from a very holistic perspective. When we study medicine today, we start by dissecting the dead body. This is not a good practice according to Ayurveda. The study of the dead body comes at the end in Ayurveda. Sankhya Shariram comes towards the end. First, we start with Srishti Shariram and Garbha Shariram. So just imagine if we were to study Ayurveda in this way, in a totally different way. We start the first year with a student visualizing how the individual microcosmic life is emerging out of the macrocosm. This is called Srishti Shariram. This is so important today. We are talking about one earth, one health, and planetary health. It's so important to realize that we human beings are part of nature. We are made out of the elements around us. Just imagine if you were drinking water from a river flowing in your vicinity. 60% of your body is water, and in a few days, weeks and months, 60% of your body is the river that is flowing near your premises, because you're drinking that water. This is how the human being is part and parcel of the nature of the universe around us. And this is the idea that Ayurveda wants a student of medicine to first understand, not dissecting a dead body in which there is no life. That we understand at the end. In order to respect life, in order to care for the planet, in order to care for our fellow beings, we need to first understand Srishti Shariram. And after that comes Garbha Shariram, how the macrocosm emerges, how life is one of the biggest wonders in this universe. When you start your study of medicine by seeing how a new life emerges out of the womb, our respect for life increases, and such a doctor becomes a true Ayurveda Vaidya, one who understands the value of life, one who becomes a pranapisada, one who is protecting life. In an American television show, there was once a dialogue. This television show is called Mentalist, in which the mentalist finds out that a person is posing as a doctor. He says, here is a fake doctor, he's an imposter. Why? Because this person has compassion. The way medical education is designed, it's impossible for a doctor to have this kind of compassion, because the moment you join medicine, a dead body is thrown in front of you, and then a pile of books. You become insensitive to life. So in Ayurveda, we start with Srishti Shariram and Garbha Shariram, and then we understand the whole cycle of life and death. That is why Vagbhada says, Ityatra Janma Maranam Yata samyak udahritam sharirasya tatasthanam shariramidam. In this Sharirasthana is described the whole story of the birth, the growth, and the death of the human body. So we have to understand it in totality. And when we understand life, the emergence of life before we see a dead body, then our sentiment would be, our attitude would be that we have to be a pranabhisara. We have to protect this miracle of the expression of life. Now, in Ayurveda, there are so many unique concepts about, the whole process of birthing. And that is why we say we have to consciously nurture the new generation. Birthing is a mental process, even as it is a physical process. Today, a child is born by chance, not by choice. And Garbhasanskara is all about creating life out of choice, out of conscious choice. Actually, if you see, conception today is defined biologically as the coming together of the sperm and the ovum, but from an Ayurvedic perspective, it is the seeding of consciousness in the womb of matter. That is what conception is. Creation is a process in which the expansive consciousness shrinks into dense matter. This is what we understand as Srishti Shariram. How consciousness becomes matter, and then how consciousness impregnates that same matter with the seed of consciousness itself, and how through the evolution of matter consciousness manifests again. So this is the beautiful Ayurvedic understanding of Srishti Shariram and Garbha Shariram, and the whole evolution is the unfolding and expansion of the seed of consciousness, which moves and transforms the very material matrix which it inhabits. So it is consciousness that is the the real cause behind conception. And that is why, even if we were to mix all the chemicals together, life cannot be created other than from pre-existing life. Pre-existing life gives birth to new life. According to Ayurveda, the karmic engineering of the fetus can be done during the period of pregnancy. So the growing fetus responds to external stimuli and even learns while in the womb of the mother. So Ayurvedic texts state that human effort, what we call as Purushakara, can nullify the impact of Daiva or the effect of past deeds. And that is why the parents are advised to do all the efforts that is necessary to create a progeny that is not affected by genetic defects or does not carry a baggage from past life into the present. So this regimen for pregnancy, childbirth, and neonatal care in Ayurveda is aimed at the overall development of the new life, with a specific emphasis on laying the foundation for spiritual evolution at a very early stage of life. The Rig Veda says, Manurbhava Janaya Daivyam Janam. So we have these animalistic tendencies in us. What is civilization? Civilization is transformation of the animal into the human and the human into the divine. And if this is to happen, then Garbhasamskar is the way forward. And so Ayurveda is following, that is why we say it is a Panchama Veda. Ayurveda is following this concept of creating a divine race by bringing the transformations and laying the foundations at the time of conception itself. So the theory of karma, it is not fate. The theory of karma actually means that there is absolute freedom in choosing an action. Every action produces a result, and once the action is performed, the result will manifest. Sometimes we can counteract the result by performing another action. So what does karma theory mean? It just means that actions have consequences. We can change the course of our destiny by acting with awareness, acting consciously. So conscious conception, conscious birthing, conscious nurturing, creating a new generation that is better than the old. This is the Ayurvedic idea of Garbha Samskara. So conscious actions of the parents in the prenatal period can change the course of the destiny of the child. So we know that the male reproductive element, what we call as the pum bija, and the female reproductive element of stri bija, when they come together, the fetus is created. But according to Ayurveda, life emerges when the fertilized ovum is seeded with consciousness. That is why Vakpada beautifully narrates Shuddhe Shukrartave Sattvaha Swakarma Klesha Chodidaha Garbha Sampadyade Yukti Vashad Agni Rivarinavu. So it is when the sattva, manifests in that substratum which is created by the union of the sperm and the ovum, that is when life emerges. So beautiful comparisons are made, just like when we strike the wooden sticks many times, the spark of fire comes. Just like when the rays of the sun passes through, a glass crystal, and when it passes on to the other side, fire is formed, fire is created. In a similar way, we cannot see how consciousness seeds, a sperm and ovum that has united. So Vakpada's verses are again very interesting. Tejo yatharka rashminam spatigena tiraskritam drishyate nendhanam gachat sattvo garbhashyam tatha. So this is the Ayurvedic concept of Garbhasanskara, and it is very important and interesting work that Dr. Nutan is doing through AYG Academy. And it is the whole idea is creating a raise with awareness of a higher consciousness, and that is the reason why yoga also goes along very well with this whole process. So this emphasis on Garbha Samskara and yoga, I think, is a very ideal combination. And in this way, if we follow these principles and these protocols, I'm sure that we can create a society that is mentally more strong, spiritually more evolved, and a society that is sensitive to the protection of the environment, the protection of other forms of life. So these things can happen only if we lay the foundation at the level of nurturing the child, of conceiving. Again, to repeat what I said earlier, we have to create new life by conscious choice and not by chance. So I wish AYG Academy all the very best in the coming years. And Dr. Nutan, I sincerely appreciate your great efforts and contributions you are making to create a more healthy and wise society. So best wishes again. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to say a few words on the occasion of the third anniversary of AYG Academy.
Thank you, sir, for your profound, enlightening words. I can completely resonate with how it feels, Dr. Nutan, when your teacher appreciates you. And very kindly, he motivated you with his words and the way he expressed his profound knowledge for the Panchaveda, the Ayurveda, the Upaveda of the Vedas itself. So it was truly enlightening. Thank you for the recording, sir. And we totally appreciate your efforts in sending this across. As the time has, we have just gone overboard the time. I'll just quickly give it to Dr. Nutan for the vote of thanks. Thank you, ma'am. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Ekta, and thank you so much, Dr. Ram Manohar, for your kind word. It matters a lot. Let me share this. I not even met Dr. Ram Manohar, but he impressed me so much. He is my distant guru. I already accepted him as a distant guru because the knowledge of Ayurveda, the way he shares, the way he explain, it actually enlightened my thoughts a few years back, and I keep on, searching, and I contacted him through Facebook, and he connected, and I sent him my book. And then we have even conducted some topics, virtual medium. Since, AYG Academy started, I requested him to be a speaker, and he immediately accepted also. And so many things. So what he said in his current talk, Srishti Sharir, Sankhya Sharir, all these, dead, what he said, like we all, some of you are doctor here, right? So we know that we have been given this dead body to dissect in the first year to understand human body. But when I heard Dr. Ram Manohar, what he said is that now also, if you want to study life, you need to study the life growing in the womb. And that actually blown up my mind, and I feel like this is something which nobody has said it so far, and this is something which is very important. As an Ayurveda doctor, I never heard, even after 18 15 years later, when I start listening to sir, I felt like, okay, this is really important and mind blowing, which needs to be, brought up forward. And then I created even the course which I told you about, Ayurved anatomy and physiology, which I really want all of you, whenever you feel that you have time and space, you can just learn that whole this Sankhya Sharir, Garbha Sharir, all that in sequence, what sir has said. Accordingly, I have structured that course and then presented. Because to understand anatomy, we know all the systems, 11 systems in body we study in yoga courses also, you have been taught in Ayurveda and medical school also, it has been taught. But the way Ayurveda teaches you is something which is very important, and we need to understand if we are dealing with the human body. अगर ह्यूमन मतलब आपको उसके शरीर में क्या है क्या नहीं वही पता नहीं, how you will be able to treat, right? So this is important. So yeah, that's it. I know time is running, and thank you so much. My vote of thanks is going to each and everyone who have been, taken time out and attended this event. Specifically, Ganeshwari, you did well during demonstration. You are the only one who was, performing, and really appreciate each and every posture you did with keeping your screen on. And all my student, Chanchal, Dr. Shruti, Myra, Nina, Priyanka, I can see the screen, so I'm taking their name. But all of you who are not showing their screen, may I request all of you, please just open your screen for some time. We can have one click photograph together. Thank you, Shaileshji, Dr. Gauri, for your kind words. Gitanjali, Myra. Virtually, at least we need to see each other. Arya, yes. See, when you open your screen, I can feel your energy, live energy here in front of me. Gitika, um, गीतिका तो मिलती रहती हूँ मैं गीतिका को. कोमल, then Ashwini, Aditi. Yes, thank you so much. So, Ekta, can we have one nice click? Darshana, Aditi, please, just for one click so that we can keep this memory. And Shaileshji, thank you again being here. Akashji just went. Oh, Dr. Gauri's daughter is also with us. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Ekta, one, two, smile. Or you can have even the pose, whatever pose you want to. We always do this. So if you want to do this or do this, whatever, choose one. This will be better, right? Right? Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Uh,
I
I
hope
just
this
want
whole
Thank
session is
you.
beneficial. Yes.
let us all
Yes,
continue to carry forward the spirit of AYG Academy as we embark on the next phase of this incredible journey. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your wellness and wisdom, and may we continue to guide on our paths. Thank you once again. We'll end it with a small
Yeah,
prayer.
and yes, yes. Please mute whose mic is on. May I request?
I've
Yes,
done it.
we will
I've done it.
conclude with chanting. Prayer.
We'll end it with another Shanti mantra, which is Purnamadaha. Oh, Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly place your palms on your eyes and gently open your eyes. Thank you, everyone, once again. Thank you for staying till the end.
See you next year, and in between also we will be in touch. Thank you so much, all of
Thank
you.
you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
मिस कर रहे थे रोज का 3 o'clock तो आज ऐसे बहुत अच्छा लगा
Can't hear what you said.
our fresh batch was in FOMO missing 3
Yeah,
p.m. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. so for us it was really really good.
that always happened. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Shruti. Bye. Chanchal, thank you. Bye. Amrita, Komal, bye.